So here we are in beautiful wintry Glasgow, the Theatre Without Walls, literally, announcing the launch of our 2011 programme. So next year is a really important year for the National Theatre of Scotland because we're going to be 5, and I think it's going to be our most spectacular year to date. We've got some extraordinary partnerships. We've got a big programme at the Traverse called Reveal, where we'll be in residency for 5 weeks, where there's a variety of different works at different stages. We're touring the country with our ensemble project. Another important thing that we're kicking off this year is a big idea called Staging the Nation, and what I want to do is to restart the conversations that took place to create the National Theatre of Scotland, to talk about theatre in Scotland, past, future and present, to look at what are the Scottish classics, what are the new works, and to be part of creating a legacy for tomorrow. We're absolutely delighted in our 5th year to be able to announce this pioneering partnership with the Bank of Scotland, and that's a partnership that's going to be over 2 years, primarily for facilitating us to take our work as far afield as possible in Scotland, so we get really good geographic reach, and also to support the creativity of our young and new artists to turn them into the stars of tomorrow.
My name's Gary McNair. I'm making a piece for the Reveal season at the Traverse and the Citizens in March. The piece is called Count Me In, and it's a one-man show whereby I try and find, as a new system to vote in members of Parliament, a more fair system than what we have just now, which sounds hideously boring, but it's my endeavour to make it not the case that it is boring. I guess the main advantage is how supportive they are, actually, and how much they care and invest in the artists they're working in, and how much they do try and let your artistic vision come through in the work you're making. They kind of offer you all the support that you need and leave you to do it on your own at the same time. Yeah, I think the most important thing I'd say to anyone is to let the guys at National Theatre Scotland know that you've got a piece on, that you've got something on, that they can come and see it, and they will endeavour to get someone along to see it. They want to come and see your work, they want to know who's out there, what's exciting and who they can work with, and how they can start to invest in future artists, and that's really where the company believes in future artists.
Other things that are exciting, we're going to be doing our own production of Men Should Weep, the Ina Lamont Stewart play. We've got an adaptation of The Missing by Andrew O'Hagan, which looks at missing people across the world, but specifically in Glasgow. And we've got a fantastic play called 27 by Abby Morgan, which is about Alzheimer's and nuns ageing. There's some fantastic themes coming up, big questions that we can ask about society in very big, entertaining ways, I think. One of the most exciting things I think we're going to do next year is something called 5-Minute Theatre, which is on June the 21st, and we're going to be launching this properly in February, which is our actual birthday. But we're going to be asking everybody across Scotland to come up with ideas for 5-minute pieces of theatre, and we're going to live stream them from 5 o'clock in the evening to 5 o'clock the next day. So 24 hours of 5-minute theatre across the whole of Scotland that everybody will be able to watch across the whole world on their internet. For us, the whole year really is a year of partnerships. So we've got partnerships with the RSC, with the RSAMD, with Oran Moore, with the Traverse, with the Citizens Theatre, with Communicado Theatre Company, with the Lyceum. The list is actually endless. It was really important for me that we tried to get as many partnerships as possible so that our work could go as far as possible next year. So I'm very excited about the range and the scale of work that we're going to be able to put on next year. The artists reaching their potential and taking that work to audiences across Scotland and further afield. So watch this space.